Welcome back, guys, to another Star Wars The Black Series figure review, and the next one on our list is gonna be Crosshairs. Now, wow, this guy is actually really awesome. I've been looking forward to the Bad Batch characters, but Crosshairs is it's just wow. He looks awesome in packaging, and here is his description in case you guys want to look at that. So yeah, this is the sniper from the team. So I'm actually really excited to get this guy. He looked awesome in the Clone Wars episodes, and I can't wait to see him in the Bad Batch show. So yeah, right after this review is gonna come out the Hunter review, and that's gonna be the last one of this wave that I've been doing in my channel. So if you guys want to stay tuned for that, I also have Bo-Katan and Asajj Ventress already in the channel by now. If you guys, or when you guys are watching this, so if you guys want to see that also, you definitely can. So taking this guy out of the packaging right now. Wow, he looks awesome. Alright, so what should we take out first? I'm guessing the sniper. That was way easier to take out than I thought. Here we have the pistol, the backpack, the helmet, which is okay, there we go, and the figure. So that was relatively easy to get out. Alright, so now taking a closer look at the figure outside of packaging. Wow, did this surprise me. I was not expecting this figure to have this many surprises, but it blew my mind. It's wow. Okay, let's take a closer look at the accessories first. Now, that he does come with his sniper, which is honestly really cool. It's just it looks mainly like a matte black type of color. There's a little bit of gloss there. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like that or if it's designed for it. I'm not completely sure, but it looks nice, I guess. It almost looks dirty. I think they did make it look like that on purpose because it does look a bit dirty, and it looks pretty nice. And he also comes with his backpack, in which there's two ways of putting this rifle in his backpack. Actually, there's one way in which there is a nice little peg there and a peg there, and you just place it on to there, and it just holds it like that. And another way of doing it is you put the sniper directly into the backpack like this. I'm not completely sure if I'm doing it right though. It fits smoothly in there, but again, I'm not completely sure if I'm doing it right. I'm not sure if the peg is supposed to align with the inside like that, but it almost seems like it because it fits in there and there's a peg there and there. But I'm not sure because it feels like almost like you would be breaking the peg if you force it in there. So either there's two ways of doing it, or there's just one way, or I'm doing it completely wrong. If you guys know a better way, or if you guys seen promo pics, I haven't seen any, so that's why I've seen the promo pics. I just didn't pay attention to this part, so I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. But it does fit in smoothly like this, and it looks really nice. When you plug the jetpack in, there's just a nice little plug in there, and it goes directly into his back like that, and it stays on there pretty nice. It does look like he has a whole block in his back if you check out the jetpack. And now if you take out the sniper, it does look like he has a block in his back, but it's fine. It still looks really cool. And when you have the sniper on there, it looks even better. So yeah, and that is a really nice addition to it too. He also comes with this little blaster, and I believe it is the blaster that comes with the Commander's Rex. I mean Captain Rex. So there we go. It also has sort of the same colored black as the sniper. And here we have his helmet. Its rangefinder is actually really cool, and it can also go down. It's more of a rubbery material than most rangefinders, which are more of a hard material. This is really rubbery and just soft. It feels great. But you can tell that there's two different types of grays there. There's more of a dark gray here and more of a light gray in the rangefinder. This is only catching more because of the light, but yeah. There's the helmet. I believe there's supposed to be some sort of white going onto the crosshair part, but I'm not completely sure. I don't remember it exactly from the show, so I wouldn't know for sure. And there is plenty of space in that helmet too. Now, trying to put the helmet on the figure itself is actually a little hard. Well, I found it a little... Actually, no. I mean, the first time it felt a little hard, but right now that I just put it, of course it goes in easily. But it does fit in the figure nicely. The only problem, I think, is that when you try to lift his head up, you can see his chin coming out of the helmet, and you can also see that there. So you might want to try to adjust that when you put the helmet on. But regardless, it looks really nice. As soon you just have to put the helmet down and the problems go away. But it looks really nice. And there's the back. Now, taking a closer look at his head sculpt, it's really cool. They made this character look really realistic from what he does in the show. You can see that nice scar there. But yeah, this guy looks amazing. And you can see right here the level of detail. This is supposed to be some leathery, realistic material, and they just captured it well. It does look leathery there on camera right now. Now, when I was talking to you guys about being surprises in the figure, when I took him out of packaging and I was figuring this guy out, taking a look myself out of camera, I realized that the shoulders are not connected to the arm. They're connected to the inner butterfly joint of the figure in there, if you guys can tell. I'm trying to zoom in a little bit better, but it is connected in right there. So it's not connected to the actual arm. This is why it won't. This is actually really cool, because if you move the arm like that, the shoulder armor moves with it and it won't like hinder the torso at all. And if you go back down, it'll go back down on its own as well. And if you try going forward, it won't like move with the joint that much, and also backward. It does look a little weird, but the thing is that you're able to articulate this shoulder part with the arm if you want. Look at that. That is awesome. And it does happen to both of them. You can do that forward and back, and look at how cool that looks. This is awesome. I didn't expect this at all, but it looks amazing. And I believe they might be doing this with the Boba Fett figure too, because I did see something similar in the pictures we got for Boba Fett, the deluxe version. So there's a chance, I think, that he also incorporates these features with the shoulder pads. So that is awesome. It's a huge improvement, huge. So if you guys want to see how that looks with the other shoulder part armor, that's how it looks. And if you want to go up, it moves up with it, and it doesn't hinder anything with that at all either. So that is just awesome. It doesn't hinder it a little bit with the sash thing, but it's fine. You can just put this over it like that, and it won't mess with it that much. But yeah, that's a really cool feature about this figure. And as far as articulation for his head, he does have that nice neck peg in there for the torso separated from his head. So he does have two ranges of motion. You can make him look about that up and then down, side to side. And then again for the arms, you can move it up and down and rotate it almost as much as you want. I wouldn't try to mess with it too much, because you know the shoulder part is not going to go all the way down here. But well, it could, but that's on your own risk if you want to try it. And as far as the elbow, mine did come a little bit not loose, but it's easier to move than this side. This one's a little more stiff, and then this one's a little bit more easier to rock into place. But his elbow movement does go higher than 90 degrees, so that's awesome. And for his arm articulation, he does have a nice little movement there going up and down. And for his other hand, he has it going inward instead of out. I don't believe he has any movement in his gauntlet. No, just in the elbow. And for his torso, you gotta kind of be careful the way you move this figure with his torso, because if you move it too back, it's almost pulling the whole belt because of this sash thing. It's pulling it back. So when you move it, you gotta make sure you're not trying to harm the figure in the way, on the way of doing this. You guys kind of have to have it balanced. But you see how that sort of pulls on that, right? So yeah, you guys gotta be careful with that. And his pistol, where's his pistol actually? Oh, his pistol does fit nicely into his holster here. It's really smooth to take in and out, just like that. And he also does hold it really nice in his arm, his hand here, I mean. So that's really cool. And as far as his leg movement goes, since he does have this pointy bulkiness there, it's a little hard to move forward, and you have to rotate this part out in order for you to get the best range of motion you can going forward. Because if you just leave it like that, it won't go hardly anything. So you do have to move it that way so you can get at least just almost a bit of a 90-degree angle there. As far as it going out, it actually can go out a good amount, so that's pretty cool. And just like the Bo-Katan figure, his knee pads are part of this thigh piece, so that way when you move the knee back to a 90-degree angle, the knee piece doesn't move with it, it stays with the thigh piece. So that's really cool. And of course you can move the leg side to side and rotate it, so that's also really neat. And he does have rocker joints and can go in and out. This figure actually stands pretty nice. He stands better than I guess most figures from this wave because of his big boots. It actually makes him stand really nice. Alright, and here's the figure fully decked out in his gear. Just look at how badass he looks. He looks insane. And his sniper is actually really long, so it's kind of hard to get and capture in frame, but look at how long that is. And you can see him holding his sniper without his armor interfering with the rest of the figure's articulation. So that's why it's a big changer for that shoulder armor. It looks insanely awesome. And you can also see some details there, like battle scars in his gear. There's some really good details to this figure. Look at that. I do feel like more weathering could have been added, but I think this figure is pretty good as is. Look at that. Here's the figure standing next to Captain Rex, and you can see how a bit buffer I think CrossHair looks compared next to Captain Rex. And I think he's a bit taller. Yeah, you can definitely see that he's a bit taller than Captain Rex as well. Here he is compared next to Bo-Katan, which I recently reviewed as well. You can see how he's a bit more taller than her as well. And let's bring out Ahsoka. I'm gonna be holding her just because I don't want her to be. Oh wow, she's actually standing. Here she is next to him. And here she is next to another clone. Now I can't do a size comparison of Hunter because he is still in packaging. I'm going to be reviewing him next. So if you guys want to see a size comparison of them, stay tuned for this review so that way you guys can check it out. But I cannot wait to see these guys next to each other out of packaging. Awesome. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this review. I really hope it helped because it did bring a smile to my face, and I hope it brought one to you because this figure is just really awesome. and I'm looking forward to reviewing Hunter next, and hopefully you guys can stay tuned to see that. I hope you guys can subscribe and like the video so that way I can know that I am counting on you guys for that support. And yeah, look at this guy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.